right, so today we're talking about communicating a clear message, and that really it has to do with what you do. So when you're creating your content plan and you're picking out your hooks or your anchors, whatever you want to call them, whatever formula you're using, after your hook or your anchor in your content, especially a short form content, you have to put somewhere in there some sort of information that's direct and clear as to what you can do and how you can help them. And usually the format for you to like the 28-day challenge is a hook, a topic, and 3 bullet points. So one of the tips I'm going to give you for when you do your 28-day challenge, that way when you're done with it, you just don't have, you'll have random followers. People just follow you just to follow you or to support you, or especially if there's mutual challenges where everybody's growing together. But I want you to really hone in, because that's the mistake that I made. I went and I did my 28-day challenge. I ran into it directly. I got all my content together and I started doing content. The issue was that when I was finished and I was starting to promote my community, my school, once I had it open and I was building it, a lot of people don't know what I do. People were like, congratulations on opening your website. Congratulations on building a website. So they had no idea what I did. So do not make that same mistake. So we're gonna go ahead and go back to some of my content and we're gonna roast me a little bit, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. It's important that you go through your content too, so you take inventory and you can see how you're getting better. There's gonna be a point where you don't have to do that anymore, but I'm doing this here to make a point. This is my first video. We're gonna watch it from the beginning.
Most of it.
I'm gonna watch it once.
Triggers in the profit.
Alright, we're not going to go through it completely, but we'll go see the bullet points. You can see stand out. So identify your niche, stand out, and the third one is, okay, I didn't go, oh, build your brand. There we go, build your brand. And my call to action is, you'll hear it here. Feel free to follow and like my videos. So we've already seen a few mistakes that I made. This is my first video. I was extremely nervous. I had made some other videos. They were kind of me talking, holding the phone while I was doing something, and it wasn't directly to my face. So we're all gonna feel that awkwardness. You can tell that you even see I didn't cut off the point where I'm touching the button to turn the video off. Hindsight's 2020, right? Looking at it now, I can dissect it and see a lot of mistakes that I made that at the moment I was just like, I did it, I posted it. So here's where the problem lies. This has a good hook. Ready to turn your expertise into profit. And the issue where it comes in is right where I'm giving the topic. Because I don't let people know, I'll show you. So here are 3 tips that are going to help you monetize your skill online. It's super difficult to find a way to monetize your skill set, but you don't have to do it alone. I teach people how to make money with their skill set. I teach them how to create digital products and digital courses on the platform of school. And here are the 3 tips that I give my community, or here are the 3 tips that I recommend you follow, right? That would have shifted everything. First of all, I would have been more comfortable expressing what it is I do by the time I would have finished with my challenge. Second of all, it would have been extremely clear what I do when I finish the challenge, right? And then on top of it, it ties into your content. Because also, if you're throwing out these tips and people don't know what you do, it's just kind of like random content. So let's go to the next one. That was the first one. And then here's the second one. We're going to go over to optimize your online presence, lead generation, and what's the third one? Cultivate referral partnership. And let's see the call to action. So this call to action was better, because I said, if you found value in this, go ahead and follow and like. The other one is, if you feel like. So remember, your call to action has to be clear and say like, comment below, and ask a question. Or tell them to put something down there. Whether it's like, if you're counting to 10 and say, what's your favorite number, put it down below in the comments now, or follow and like for more posts like this. You have to make it concrete. You have to say a statement that's telling them to take that what action to take. That's why it's a call to action. So this call to action was better than the previous call to action. So one thing's gone better. Obviously the format still stuck the same because people didn't know. I mean, after the 28-day challenge, people didn't know what I do online. They didn't understand it. So let's go ahead and break it down again. And that was fine. Feeling overwhelmed by client acquisition, that worked fine. But then I needed to say, that's one of the things that people dread the most, and I can help you by simplifying it. When I teach people how to create their digital courses and promote them, I explain the fact that all we're doing is attracting, converting, and delivering, and then showing proof that we deliver. And here are 3 tips that are going to help you build your community, or help you acquire more clients. So if I had worked that in, people would know that I help people create digital courses, and I help them with the marketing aspect too, and the part of their content where they're getting into their target market. I can't blame myself here, it's part of the learning process. But I'm sharing this information with you. This is really gonna get you ahead. The 28-day challenge, or any time that you're posting content, will get you ahead, period. Because the more you're out there, the more familiar people are, and the easier it is for you to have credibility. Because when people go to your profile, and after your 28-day challenge, so I had very little content. Well, I had started doing some stuff, but it wasn't a lot. So at the point where I started my 28-day challenge, I was maybe 14 days into TikTok. So from having only that to going to double that in a certain amount of time, it really does give credibility that you're online and that you're a creator versus a consumer, which is another point that I want to touch on now that we're talking about that. So the algorithm interprets you as either a consumer or a creator, and that's all the algorithms, okay? They want to know, are you a person that's creating content that's going to cause a buzz for people to start watching you and pay attention to ads and stay on your page for a certain amount of time, or are you just a person that's scrolling? So it's important. That's why this 28-day challenge, you're re-educating your algorithm to tell it, I am a creator. I am sharing information and I'm posting stuff. So it's important for you to go ahead and do that, and to have a clear message on what you're trying to communicate that it is that you do, okay? And so that was today's pocket coaching, just a little tiny mini roast of a couple of my posts. And to remind you that when you do your 28-day challenge, or when you start creating your content, make it a point to be really, really clear. You're gonna start seeing my content shift now, where I'm gonna repeat and say, I'm a digital coaching program specialist, right? I help people use the school platform to turn their skills and knowledge into steady recurring income. If I had just put a portion of this into all of this, I wouldn't have had to post this. This was a panic post, kind of explaining to people what I did. But if I'd given it in bits and pieces across all of my content, the message would have been clear, and it would have called in my demographic a little bit more. So I'd probably have more followers, people coaching, and entrepreneurs that would be interested in starting to move into the digital realm. That's my tip for you today. It was awesome seeing you. Go ahead and comment below what you're struggling with your content creation. Let me know if you're camera shy, if you have a mental block that's not allowing you to do it, or if you're nervous about it, and we can go over some tactics. I can post some stuff here, or we can do a live on it. Okay? I'll see you later.